Hey guys, Devin here with creatingtheheart.weebly.com, and this is the second video of the March National Craft Month with the watercoloring. The first video we done with the watercoloring pencils, and we done this picture here, and it turned out really pretty and vibrant, but not so vibrant, and I really loved it and how it turned out. And that's using the watercolor pencils. And today I'm going to be doing the watercolor paint. And I didn't want to bring out my individual tubes, so I'm just using my small palette of professional art watercolor paint, as well as a cheap little Walmart dollar store kids kind of paint. This right here is the Ninja Turtles. So, and I've got some cartoon drawings that I've done. A lot of them are done in Sharpie markers, but there is one that I haven't done in Sharpie marker yet, and that's my drawings. This one right here, and it's a glass of lemonade, and I'm going to show you how we're going to watercolor this. So let me go ahead and get set up and everything, and I'll show you how to start. Okay, so we're doing this one right here. You're going to need some water, some clean water, and of course your paint and the picture you're going to use to color with. And I'm going to be using the same brushes that I used with the pencil ones, which is a number 3 detailed pointy brush and a number 2 flat detailed brush. And as well as I'm going to also use a number 3/8, it's a 3/8 inch slanted brush as well. So go ahead and get this stuff here set up. I do not like the brush that comes with these little generic things. I do not use those, but for kids I guess it's okay. So I'm going ahead right fast and setting up my palettes of paint. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some water on my paint and brush it on my yellow. Let it soak in there and get a little bit wet. I don't like to pour water on it because it could get too much wet more than I need. So I'm just going to kind of paint inside the, it's kind of like painting on the lines, but the reason why I do it different, how I do it different, is because I don't actually just stick with one color. I use a lot of blending, and I also use a lot of different other colors with it to help it. So I just barely pick up a little bit of this green right now. I'm using it to like a light green, lime green, and I'm just barely picking up on it and bringing it in this. So it's supposed to be a lime. I know a lot of people has lemon, but because I'm making this right here lemonade, I'm making this right here lime. So, and I'm bringing some of that green in the center. I'm just making a line. I'm not blending it. I'm going to take my flat tool, wet it, and I'm going to bring that lime in here. So it kind of dilutes and blends in with that yellow to give it that more of a limey citrus color. Okay. I'm going to take my same brush, my number 2 brush, and get some of that red off of this. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, to make the blush for the face on the lemonade. And then I'm going to choose the very light blue for the eye. And now I'm going to use the slanted brush again. And I'm going to pick up that yellow. I'm trying to pick up a lot of it. And I'm just going to paint the whole inside. But now right here where you'll see it's got the space right there, I'm not painting it yellow, because that's the fill line. And I was going to try to do an actual drawing, drawing with no lines pre-made or nothing of a watercolor, but I'm so behind on my videos right now, I'm just kind of doing the fast way. But after this video series, I promise I will show you how to do an actual watercolor painting with paint. So, and I won't use these kind of paint either. I use the actual paints that I use when I'm doing watercolor. So. So I'm just finishing up with the yellow background and the lemonade. And then now I'm going to use just a tad bit, not a whole lot, just a tad bit of the orange to bring in towards the bottom a little bit, not a whole lot, and also in the top corners and the top line. And then I use a lot of water to dilute that down. I do not keep it that vibrant. This helps blend and shade a little bit, and I'm going to add just a little bit more yellow. Down here I feel like it's not yellow enough. Okay. Now I'm going to take a darker blue to make the bottom of the glass and the top part of the glass. So I'm just going to use some more of this blue here. It's a darker blue. And I'm just going to paint the glass. And if you feel like you got too much water on it, you can always just pick it up with your brush. It's one thing that I love about watercolors is you can dilute the watercolor pigment out of it. I'm going to put some more of the orange back on top there where it came out. Make sure it's really thick. Mix it in with some yellow there to help bring that back in. Just kind of help remove some of the excess. Used a lot of water on that blue, and it's caused a lot of dramatic effect. Okay. Now for the umbrella, I'm going to use my red and purple, just some colors that I haven't used, you know. Now I know you're probably thinking, well, all you're doing is using the paint from the generic here and stuff, but I'm going to be using some of this here too, but just not just yet. So I'm going to use the orange as well to help bring out other colors. Now that I've used the basic colors, now I'm going to be using my professional paint here to help darken up these spots and stuff, to help bring it out just a little bit. I'm using the black to make the shadowing underneath it. I'm going to use a dark green from here. It's kind of a mossy oak green. And I'm going to do the lining of the lime. Taking my number 3 pencil, the detailed pencil. I'm going to take it with barely a little water on it and help blend and soften that down just a little bit more. I'm taking the same thing for the blue, just barely a little bit of water to help bring out that blue down just a little bit. Using the same thing here to help bring out the blue. I'm going to use some of the brown to go over the eyebrows. Well, that's not a brown really, that's the orange. I always get that one mixed up, but that's the orangish color. That's okay, I'll fix it. Goldish color, there we go. And then I'm going to water it down tremendously. After I water it down, I'll take my slant brush, barely any water on it, and I'll wipe off the excess basically. Blend it in. If it goes out outside the line, that's okay with me. And then just a little bit more yellow, considering it needs some more right there. And then I think we are done. So, I know this was kind of a quick video, and I'm sorry that it is, but it's just to show you about how you can use watercoloring, also with line drawings without having to actually just draw it. So this here's what it looks like. I know it's kind of wet still where we just painted it. You can see the shading and the lime and the shading from the shadow of the water and stuff, and it looks so pretty. And I hope you all liked it and enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my blog at www.createfromtheheart.libby.com.